Hello, welcome to Full Record Jacket with Phil and Ben. That's me, Phil, and over there we have...
It's me, Ben. Hi.
And this is a little feature where we do music news. We don't dwell on it too much, but we do talk about some of the stuff that's been going on in the realms of the music that we are interested in. So, Ben, what has been going on? Because I must admit, I'm not very up to date.
Well, nor am I, Phil, but I did have a couple of reads on the news wires earlier, and I was reading a little bit from, is it David Guetta, the music DJ guy? And he has come out and said that the future of music lies in artificial intelligence, because he has recently used artificial intelligence to recreate an Eminem-like vocal on one of his tracks, which I can't say. I mean, AI can do a lot of things, but is it gonna be able to write a Yellow Submarine?
Well, I don't know what it's going to write, but do we want to be listening to music by a computer? I don't know.
I don't think I do.
I don't think I want to be taking the human element out to that degree.
No, because a lot of the tracks that we like and tracks that we don't like all have a backstory in some regards. They're all, and to have that element taken away from it would render it pointless.
It seems to be very, I don't know. I mean, you've sprung this on me. I haven't really thought about this, but it seems rather, I don't know, soulless, basically.
Yeah, it is. It's taking the soul out of music, I think, going AI.
There you go. So that's that. Now, I do have one piece of news that I'm kind of familiar with, because I caught up with the thing we mentioned not long ago, which is U2 and the rumours, which are now no longer rumours. They've been confirmed. They showed an advert during the Super Bowl in America the other day, and U2 have basically announced that they are going to be doing this residency, whatever you want to call it, series of concerts at this new venue in Las Vegas called the MSG Sphere, which is part of Madison Square Garden Entertainment Company, whatever it is. So the two aspects of this, first of all, the fact that U2 are doing this, and they're calling it Achtung Baby Live. So these concerts are going to be focusing on that album from 1991. But the really big talking point is the fact that Larry Mullen Jr., who of course is the drummer in the band, and has always been the drummer in the band, as have all four of them always had their role in the band, he is still having, or has had, or is going to have back surgery, and will not be available in the autumn when these concerts are scheduled. So they are going to do it with some Dutch guy that I've never heard of, who's from some Dutch rock band that I've never heard of. He is going to be the stand-in drummer for U2.
Much like the Beatles when Ringo had his tonsils cut out.
Yeah, a guy called Jimmy Nicol.
That was it, Jimmy Nicol, yeah.
Played gigs in Australia.
Yeah, got a nice holiday out of that one.
And then Ringo later joined the tour. Now, I think in the realms of U2 history, there is a slight precedent for this, because I believe that on the Zoo TV tour back in 92, 93, which is when they were promoting Achtung Baby as the most recent album, they had an incident where Adam Clayton, the bass player, did a little bit too much partying and was quite...
Like a rock and roller.
Was quite hungover. Adam is the most partying of the members of U2. And he was so badly hungover that his bass technician had to play the gig for him on one night. I can't remember where that was. It may have been in Australia. I may be wrong about that, but it was one night. Now, Adam Clayton apparently felt so bad about this that he'd let the band down, that he basically decided to cut down his drinking massively and really, do, well, maybe in a bit of rehab or whatever he did, but he felt so bad about that one incident.
So he should.
It's never happened again. I don't think there has been another incident where they've gone on with just three of them. So, yeah, interesting. That has obviously been a big topic of debate, and we will no doubt talk about that again at some point.
At some point, yeah. I'll tell you what, though, Phil, with it being Valentine's yesterday, or if you listen to it this next week, then it was Valentine's last week. And if you listen to it in a year's time, it was Valentine's last year. Lana Del Rey has scrapped her naked album cover. That would have been a brilliant Valentine's gift, because she was worried, and I quote, of putting it out there. Well, I mean, yeah. But, I've got some other news. Bruce Springsteen. I can't even say the word. Bruce.
We know who you mean.
Yeah, him. Brucey, the big B as I call him. And the Nationals' Bryce Dessner, I think it's Dessner, have collaborated on a new song for a film called Addicted. I think the film's called Addicted to Romance. No, the song's called Addicted to Romance, I believe. So that's going to be out shortly on a film soundtrack. And I know you are a big fan of the Springster. You know, a little bit of a collab going on there.
I didn't know that. That's news to me. So you're giving me some boss news. That's good to know. Okay.
A bit of some boss news. And, seeing as we're here and we're discussing the news, we may as well discuss the elephant in the room, or the rather large black latex balloon in the room. Did you watch the Brits?
I didn't watch the Brits, but I saw some of the imagery that circulated afterwards, and I presume you're talking about one particular photo on the red carpet.
Yeah. Now, I'm not one for putting anybody down for their attire, but somebody really needs to have a word. What Sam Smith's god-awful outfit, because at some point somebody went, yeah, this looks really good. And then all of his mates must have gone, yeah, it looks fine. Can't see any comeback from that outfit whatsoever. And but no, I didn't watch the Brits. I find it has no meaning anymore. I think since about 1996, it's just diminished year on year. So I can't tell you who won an award. Can't tell you who was there. But I can tell you there was a man in a rather strange outfit on the red carpet. And that's about it of my Brit news. And
it just needed a pin, really. That would have made him the ultimate pop star, wouldn't it?
Or a Darth Vader helmet. You know, if you've got aunties, when you were a kid and your auntie sort of bought you a present, you wanted a Transformer and she bought you sort of like a Poundland knockoff. Basically, he is like if Poundland did a version of Darth Vader. I shouldn't laugh. You know, he obviously felt good in it. So,
well, I do know that Harry Styles got some awards and Wet Leg got some awards, and
I did see that. I
quite like a bit of Wet Leg. They're quite good fun. So at
our age, Phil, if you've got a wet leg, it's because something has seriously gone wrong. And in other news, S Club 7 are to reform, and frankly, I couldn't care less.
That's just made my night. I
thought it might do. I know you're a big fan of the club. You were in the members area, I think, at 3 of their gigs.
Don't start moving to that funky beat. That was them, wasn't it? I must admit, I can't remember any of their other records, but I do recall that.
Reach for the stars.
That was them. Okay. I thought that was Steps, but I'm wrong.
They all merge into one bland pot of vanilla, don't they? Really. So, but they're reforming, and some people will be really happy at that. And not to say that on a Saturday evening I have not partaken in a little bit of S Club 7 manoeuvres.
Well, bringing it back to something that our viewers are probably slightly more interested in. I did notice the other day on streaming services that the big cover album, the latest cover album by the man who keeps covering other people's albums, has been released. That's Ryan Adams and his full-length cover of Bob Dylan's Blood on the Tracks. And we are going to talk about that one in another video. So at some point we'll upload that and we'll talk about that.
I have listened to it. I've done track by Bob, track by Ryan, track by Bob, track by Ryan. And we'll talk about it another time.
Okay, we'll do that.
So that's the news.
That's the news. Thanks for watching. Have a look and find some of our other videos where we talk about far more interesting stuff. But for now, goodbye.
Smoke me a kipper skipper.